Welcome to Dmac Mad Gaming, and here we believe gaming is a lifestyle, not a hobby. And today we're talking about something that's been on every gamer's mind in the gaming community. Are single-player games dying? Is the gaming industry moving away from single-player games and moving towards multiplayer games like Destiny, Call of Duty, Warframe? A lot of these multiplayer games that get a lot of attention and traffic. Are we going to lose the single-player game in the game industry? Are gamers gonna have to play more multiplayer games than single player games? Is single player games dying? And the reason why gamers feel like this is because the developers and publishers are trying to add more microtransactions into single player games. Now, if you ask me, does that bother me? No. Microtransactions do not bother me at all, as long as they don't stop the progress of the game or destroy the narrative of the game. And what I mean by that is the progress of the game. If there's a certain level in the single player game that you cannot beat without having a certain type of armor or weapon or clothing, and you can't get this type of weapon or clothing or armor just playing a game, and you have to actually throw in some extra money to get this type of special equipment or sword or clothing you need to progress in the game, then that's going to be a problem in single player games. That is going to make gamers stop trusting game developers and publishers and stop them from buying their games. And I understand the reason why the developers and publishers of games are trying to add more microtransactions to their games, because a lot of AAA big budget games cost a lot of money and a lot of resources, and these microtransactions actually help with the cost of developing a game, and there's nothing wrong with that. And if I play a single player game that I love truly, and it's a great narrative, great gameplay, great visuals, and they add some new DLC or something that I can get through microtransactions, I'm all for it. But they're not going to make us pay for a season pass, and on top of that, we have to pay for microtransactions to finish the game. That is something that gamers are not going to tolerate, and I'm not going to tolerate it myself. And I feel that the gaming industry knows this. Now, the big question is, are the gaming industry moving towards more multiplayer games and adding more microtransactions to single player games? Do they even care about the majority of gamers that love single player games with great narratives? Is it something that they are willing to risk because of their quota? This is something that the gaming industry as a whole needs to ask itself. Is it really worth alienating your single player fan base for your multiplayer fan base? And will the gaming industry be able to survive without the single player fan base purchasing their products? And I know what you guys gonna say. Well, there's a lot of single player games that they're not gonna add microtransactions to. Uncharted, Gears of War, Halo. Yes, these are exclusive games to certain platforms, and exclusive to a certain platform, a first party game, is not going to need microtransactions because the game is not designed to make money. It's designed to sell hardware. The reason why first party games sell hardware and you don't see any microtransactions in them because they're not trying to make money from the actual game. They're trying to make money by bundling the game with the hardware. You can't play this game that you love without buying our hardware. And that's the reason why you don't see microtransactions in first party games like Uncharted, Gears of War, Halo, because they weren't designed to actually earn money. They was designed to make people go out there and buy their hardware. They're designed to sell hardware. They're not designed to make money on their own, like games like Evil Within 2, Wolfenstein 2, Dead Space, a lot of other great narrative games, Hellblade, Son of a Sacrifice. These games had to make money on their own, and they wasn't created to sell our hardware because they were multi-platform games. And this is what the gamers and the gaming community are worrying about. Is the developers and publishers of these games that we love so much so hard up on money that they're going to start adding more microtransactions, and this is going to hurt the narrative and the progression of the game? If you ask me, I don't think so. I don't think that they're going to risk their fan base to make extra money. I don't think that they have that capacity of stupidity to even attempt this. I mean, yes, microtransactions in Shadow War, but the microtransactions are there if you don't want to grind for the things you want. When you don't want to play multiple hours of the game to get certain equipment, certain skins, certain abilities. If you don't want to do that, microtransactions are there for you to pay so you can finish the game quickly. That's fine. I don't have I have no argument against that. But if you're going to force gamers to pay extra money just to finish the game or get the true experience of the game, then you're gonna lose your fan base like that. And I think that developers and publishers know this. That's why I don't think it's gonna hurt the gaming industry as a whole. And no, I do not think single player games are dying. I don't think single player games are going anywhere because it's a demand for them. There are a lot of gamers like myself out there that play multiplayer games and have fun playing them, but sometimes they just want to sit down and play a single player narrative with great gameplay and great visuals. And there's nothing wrong with it. And there's a demand for that in the gaming community, so it's not going anywhere too soon. And Bethesda themselves have been cranking out some great single player games, like Evil Within 2, Wolfenstein 2. I mean, these games just released this month, and they may not be doing well in sales, but they have made money on them because gamers love games like this. And if they continue to try to push microtransactions on their games, they're going to lose a majority of their fan base, and it's going to hurt these developers and these studios more than they realize it. So I don't really think they're going to jeopardize that to make extra money. So, and do I think microtransactions can hurt the gaming industry and hurt developers and studios? It can if they use it the wrong way. But if they use it the right way to only give custom skins or cool looking weapons and things that you can't get in the game, but these weapons don't have any impact on the gameplay itself, I don't think we have anything to worry about. So I'd love to know your guys' thoughts in the comments below. Do you think microtransactions are ruining single player games? Do you feel like the gaming industry is moving towards more multiplayer games like Destiny and Call of Duty and are going to stop creating single player games? I would love to know your guys' thoughts in the comments below. And as always, make sure you hit that like button. It helps out the channel a lot. If you want to see more content like this, hit that subscribe button to see more content like this. And make sure you hit that notify bell at the bottom of the page as well to be notified when I make more videos. And as always, thank you for watching. I'm out.